your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN with your faves, Kevin and Azim featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL Mata, Stuart, Quest, and Crew Johnson.
Indeed.
And it's Thursday, December 9th. And it's 8:14. Yes, we late. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Azim and you battery watch. I mean, watch battery, please.
Aye. See me there chilling this morning thinking I got time. Then realize, but wait there, it been 6:10 for the last half an hour.
Tisk.
So kind of like a time warp or something.
Nope, your watch just need a battery.
Oh yeah, it was nothing as spectacular as a time warp, guys.
Nope.
Yeah, but we are here. We are here.
Yes, nevertheless. Have no fear.
Island Tea's here.
Indeed.
Jane, how was your evening last night? It's like that?
No,
What?
it was uneventful.
Uneventful.
I just tried to take a nap. You ever try to take a nap and everybody messaging you?
Jade, when that happens, it is one of the most frustrating things ever. And I just get to the point where I figure, you know what? Lock off the phone. I'll just put it on silent.
I don't want to do that, just in case. I feel like that when I do that, that's the time an emergency can happen.
No. This is why you have Do Not Disturb.
I use that quite often, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't use it yesterday because I was like, early in the afternoon. Well, not early in the afternoon. It was like after 5.
Question. Who do you have in your Do Not Disturb exemption list?
Nobody. I mean, even though there's an exemption list.
But that's, I mean, what?
Yeah. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. So there's nobody exempt from this do not disturb.
What? That's the whole point of do not disturb, as opposed to just locking off your phone.
Nope. Do not disturb mean do not disturb. Everybody.
No, Jade. Let me enlighten you. So like
What do you mean, Jenny, you know?
I'm just telling you what you do with that information is up to you.
Me ain't changing it.
What I'm saying is, okay, so let me. There's certain people that can reach me at any point. Really, when I mean certain people, my mother and my sister.
Oh, that's, I mean, you know, goodness. You see, my mother and my sister in the house with me. If they need me, they were to bypass the do not disturb.
It's knock on your door. Oh.
My father don't even call, he just pull up by my house. So there's nobody I need to exempt.
Okay.
Maybe Lano.
Really?
Yeah.
People don't know. You put your phone on do not disturb specifically so that the office can't reach you.
Oh, that's true. Never mind, Lano. Love you.
Morning, Lana. Hey, but let me tell you something. The other thing too. For me, if your child is not laying next to you and your phone on do not disturb, whoever got your child need to be in your do not disturb list.
So you're saying Jaden's dad has to be in there too?
Or his grandma.
Yes, okay.
If he's not next to you.
Yeah, I'll fix the list.
Ah.
You've convinced me.
I tell you, no, it's a thing, Jade. It's a thing.
What's your WhatsApp thing be?
Whoever in status. In WhatsApp just telling you their own status.
No, they're saying they're introducing new one view.
One. For messages too?
But it's been a thing.
For messages.
Pictures.
Hey, you know, I can't
But it's been
stand
a thing.
the people who do the one view message for things that ain't necessarily sensitive. It's like, what kind of with you?
When they don't need one view, but it's set anyway.
Yeah.
Vibes.
It's like you just saw customers sending things that people need, what they should see once. They're just like doing it by like automatically, you know?
Oh, you know.
But yeah, like I feel like once your son, your daughter in next to you, your phone and do not disturb, whoever got your son needs to be in your do not disturb list. Like the exemption list.
You see, my phone on me and do not disturb for that long, you know. But anyway, that's the way I mean.
Yeah, it don't matter. The music
It's mostly for quick naps.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And at night too. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yesterday I needed a break, but I didn't get it,
Oh.
But it's like I knew it.
I didn't get it either, and I was in here tired, so I was like, okay, I finally finished. I could take a pause between work and, take a quick 5. Nope. You know why too? We decided to release the Chatterbox pictures yesterday.
Oh, I saw them. But in the circus there?
Yeah. So now everybody was like, oh my God, what does this mean? Can I, bro? Like,
Yeah, the questions started coming, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But happy to see that y'all are willing and able to support our initiative of our Juve-like
experience.
We love to see it.
So you're going to be 26?
Indeed.
Okay.
So you're going to get the real Juve there.
Okay.
12 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay. We could talk after about what the experience will be like. Let me see if it's something I need to find a way to get into.
Indeed. Because then you're coming to jump up.
But that's really my thing.
No, I know.
That's really my thing.
I know, friend.
But I support people who do it responsibly.
Indeed.
And like I tell you, I can support pretty much any type of debauchery. Once it's but see, my personal gripe does be, I don't like when it happens in a place where there are people who can't choose whether or not they experience it or not.
Oh no, ours is enclosed in one vicinity. It's going to be at 17 degrees.
Well,
so.
in these times, we have to be safe.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. No road activity.
Nope.
Even though 17 degrees is close to a road, so
Yeah.
it's close to a road.
So it's good enough.
Yeah, it's close to a road. If you ever get nostalgic, you could just like climb up on something, which I'm sure there'll be something to climb up on.
Easily.
And you could always just look over at the road and be like, we miss you.
Yeah. There you go.
It's horrible.
It is.
But we make the best with what we have. Actually, gave me a great experience, actually.
Well, Chatterbox is always a great experience. I mean, we've only done it once.
I was about to say, like, but going based
On the ones.
on the ones.
And the feedback and, everything.
I have a personal gripe against Chatterbox, but I won't. It's me just being petty and selfish, and so I won't share it.
Okay.
I won't taint people's minds because
Okay.
I do know, because everybody that I talk to did have an amazing time.
See?
Every single person.
Yeah. Because we vibes.
Oh,
Vibes.
his vibes. His vibes.
Yeah, man.
His vibes. Dude,
Oh, they just released the next picture. See?
let me see. Make it big. Let me see what she tell you something. Yes, I approve.
As him approves.
I
So,
approve.
guys, shameless plug, because I could do that. Chatterbox, December 26th. Tickets on sale. Packages on sale, I should say. Because everybody wondering, like, if it's the same kind of... It is. It's just literally Juve. It's the same experience. You buy a package, you get all the drinks, get your bodysuits or whatever, your t-shirts, whatever. You pay your powder,
It's
your
just being done
goggles.
safely.
Yes, in one vicinity. You can go around Bastia. You
But
just
you're in Bastille.
Huh?
You're in Bastille.
You're in Bastille. You just can't do,
Yeah.
do all the wrong thing. But we work with what we have.
Yeah.
How is your evening, sir? I don't feel like anything pissed me off this week. The only thing that's been irritating me is how it feels like nobody actually knows what's happening.
In regards to.
The events in December.
Oh.
Like every time you feel like it's one thing, it's another thing.
A lot of that been going on, eh?
Yes, that's the only thing that's been bothering me. Like you're gonna be like, okay, let me go to this event because it seems to be this, and the next thing you know, no dancing, restaurant style, sit down and eat. And I'm like, that's not what I remember from the other ones, but okay.
That's not what's gonna happen.
I know.
Everybody know except.
Who's supposed to know?
Hey, but man, I ain't mad at it. Yo, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
That's your job.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean now? You think this is gonna work good?
What?
That's why I wanted to keep a like experience, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I gave the fete name something, let's say like The Wake.
The week. Where you going? That's too close to that. Well, you have to choose that name as him.
Because I can just tell the police that I keep in awake.
You see, I don't think.
And then the unvaccinated could come.
Yeah, but I don't think that's how we're gonna work because I know they're gonna be there. So when they see that you lied or you
I didn't
misled,
lie. I didn't lie.
okay, you have your way.
Let's say we call even the baby shower then. Or the wedding reception. Unvaccinated people go to a wedding reception?
Yes, I'm assuming so. I think the only thing is that they can't go to actual events where you have to enjoy
But
yourself.
aren't these all events? That's my whole
Where
thing.
You can actually pat. Oh, you can pat at a baby shower.
Have you gone to?
Well, I don't know, friend. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at this point. All I know is I need next time y'all do these type of rollouts with restrictions and rules, make sure you clarify. You put in writing clear.
Jade,
No? Okay, well.
that's not happening.
Okay.
But not because they don't want to do it. Just they don't understand what's going on.
I don't think so, you know.
You know, so
And because I tried to explain to my friend yesterday, I won't call his name, that what you think is happening isn't what is happening. But he can find out, so it's okay.
the friend who usually
Yes.
listens to this. Come on, like
All I know is they can't say me tell them. They can't say they didn't know.
they can't say they didn't know. You're
Okay.
right.
Cause
I mean, there's
Because-
videos.
I know. And pictures.
There's people still passed out from the last one.
Yeah, probably. I just woke up myself the other day.
Oh
but hey,
man.
me in charge, so.
Hey, you know what's going on too?
What?
So a bird picked me on my ear.
What?
Yeah, it's been a while since one did.
That's why I said,
But
what?
a bird picked me on my ear and tell me that ECCB announced or put out that there's also a vaccine mandate for them to be able to come back to the premises.
Well, guess what I ain't affected? One I don't work there until I vaccinated. So this ain't got nothing to do with me.
Wee.
I gotta work it out. I don't get paid enough to work it out.
No, but you see, this is the thing, you know. I was talking to several people who work there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And several of them had the impression that was never going to be
Why?
instituted there.
Why?
I think it may have been suggested by the higher ups at one point.
That could change your mind.
But Jade, my point to them was, you really think that's the institution that ain't gonna do it?
Of all the of all the institutions in this grand island, I think y'all was gonna be exempt?
Nope.
Nah, not happening.
No, I think it happened until like February too.
I don't got time, man.
Yeah, but of
But-
course,
but
but no,
then
but
that-
you can't put the mandate now and expect people like next week to be fully vaccinated. You have to give them time to.
Yeah, by then all the cocktails of vaccines that they're supposed to mix together done ready.
By then, they're gonna come out and be like, "Hey, guess what, guys? Vaccine useless."
No, but right now they're pushing that the vaccines that we have, Moderna and
Pfizer.
supposed to protect against Omicron. But you
Well,
have to take your booster. So it's the booster. So really, actually, they say it's the booster that's protect you. Not
Right,
the,
watch it. Like, anyone like
not the vaccine that you don't take, the booster.
the booster, but like, so the booster different from the vaccine.
Clearly.
Somebody got to enlighten me. Is the booster different from the vaccine, or is just another?
Obviously. Because
If the booster different, then okay, okay. I mean, you take again. You're giving me a Omicron flavored vaccine, okay?
they said
Don't call it a booster. Just call it another vaccine.
yeah, because no, literally everything I read, everything I watch, is saying the booster is the booster, not the vaccine they are originally supposed
Booster,
to take. You know?
booster is in your talk, for sure.
Yeah.
Booster is in your talk. But I was telling you, there are a lot of people who went out and got vaccinated who they're not interested in the booster.
Well then,
Not
I don't know
interested
what to
in
tell
the
them, but the people them say that the booster is where it's at right now.
Mm.
So I get yourselves together, cause they coming.
Morning, Weedy.
It is coming, boy.
But I tell you, yeah, everybody was all about the pill. But from time you start to hear about this tense variant, the man walk out back, school the pill by.
The man ain't had no faith in the old medicine.
The man said
Interesting.
variant flavored vaccines now, variant flavored boosters.
Yeah.
It's like supplement for variants.
Supplement have different flavors, and all them they hurt my belly. Me gonna let you. Every single one. Every single one, man. I don't know how I just be out there drinking supplement, you know. Me mother's here, man. Oh, belly strong.
Guts of steel.
What?
People got abs of steel. They got some people got guts of steel.
If
But
I drink,
if you drink a supplement, that's
it's
it.
a wrap.
That's it for you for the day.
The week.
But you've been looking for a way to lose weight.
No. It don't come with that.
Oh,
It come with everything but that. But yeah, what was I supposed to say?
Who?
Oh, you see, is England, the United Kingdom, one of them places. They're rolling back the what they calling it? Plan B? Plan B for the vaccine. Every time I say Plan B, that's not what I think about.
Yeah.
But Plan B for the vaccine, I mean for Corona, sorry, not the vaccine. Then you Plan B initiative to help fight Omicron. So they're back to mass mandates. Well, they're easing back into mass mandates. And
I had that question this morning
what?
about here.
Oh, I forget.
If we still have a mass mandate.
We do. That was so
Really?
Yeah, people ain't funny.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We still have a mass for real?
What you think we're going?
Because I have eyes.
Yeah, but that don't mean we don't have one.
Oh. I really thought they stopped studying about the mass thing.
No, they don't. Well, I don't know if they're doing it in the way that they were before.
I
guess because things have changed, they're not really.
For me, it's like, it seems like certain businesses, institutions, that kind of thing, they have.
No, you
mask.
definitely, if you're going into a business, you have to wear your mask.
But what I'm saying is that's the business policy, or is there some national policy that still mandates that you wear a mask
Oh, I don't
in
know.
public?
I don't know if it's just the institutions.
Remember they had the ticket books? Remember they had the ticket books to give people ticket for mass?
Vaguely. I've never seen one.
Okay. Anybody ever get a mass ticket?
Yeah, let me know how that experience went for you.
Yeah. If you got a mass ticket, call us. Tell us one time with that deal. And what came out of it. Unless you're in jail, then it might be difficult. And then again, maybe not.
I mean,
There's ways and means. Yeah.
Always, friend. There's always ways and means.
My father got this saying, and I've adopted it. There's always a way.
Indeed.
But he genuinely believed that. Like
No, I
my
would
father believed there's always a way back.
Sometimes you have to as him. If you don't, like... you just-
No, like I
It
said,
makes things
I've
difficult when
adopted
you
it
don't.
myself. But
You should. It's a great mantra.
yeah, it is.
It's a great mantra. Oh boy. Anyway, we have things to talk about in these stories. Let me give y'all a rundown quickly. If I could just So we've had some new announcement. It is so funny how we just start watching and then they see them then.
Yep. It always surprises me. Not
Always. Yes or not?
don't surprise me anymore, Jade.
Oh.
We know what's happening.
Oh.
Tell the people what ironically happened yesterday.
No, I want to give them the rundown first. and
But
then
that's what I
we'll
mean.
just-
Like,
oh,
yeah,
oh.
no.
So yeah, some announcements were made yesterday evening by our government. Also, Barbados is defending a decision that they made for their medical marijuana industry. Yes, Mia, with you. Then as usual, archaeologists digs up something that they're supposed to. They're gonna do it anyway. I feel like this what this happened. No, probably not. But in Jamaica, once again, a mob. They didn't kill him this time, but there was some vigilante justice. Then a politician was charged with a gun offense, and it was because he allegedly assaulted his wife. India's defense chief sadly passed away. We'll tell you how later. And Scott Peterson was sentenced to life in prison again for killing his wife. I'm going to talk about this one because I was so invested in this story as him. Like, many people have to read it. I could give you all the rundown without watching the story.
Right.
But where you want to start, friend? That's all. We have a lot.
Let's start
to talk
local.
about. Okay. So,
What the government announced?
well, if you're fully vaccinated and traveling to St. Kitts and Nevis, there's no more quarantine. You just have to present a 72-hour negative PCR test and you're good to go. Yeah. And you know what else?
What else?
They're removing the barriers from Port Dante.
Imagine that.
No more having the white
Me
people in
arm
cages.
kids.
That was well to see, I'm going to let you.
But you know
From
what?
toilet zone.
But you know what just passed my mind?
What?
Somebody need to go back and listen. Imagine that by New Vibes Band, and then see if that ain't really that might have just been a prediction of Sugar Mass during Corona. Yeah.
What a?
The song Imagine That. Imagine a carnival and New Vibes in on the road. Imagine.
What a prediction, boy.
What a prediction.
Mention you are a genie.
Menstradamus.
Imagine me I predict this for you, you know?
Menstradamus, I tell you.
Imagine a Sugar Mass and New Boys running on the road. I ain't gonna imagine it, eh?
But I will tell you, Menstradamus.
The man ain't nowhere this carnival, man.
Mention might be a prophet.
He might be.
Mention might very well be a prophet. Mention
Bye.
me up yourself.
You know what they're gonna to do? The band gonna just have to have a live performance for Mention House. I feel like the fans deserve. Like you said, we was doing the vaccine. Yeah.
Guys, okay. Let me do a quick pet peeve here. Since it's still Thursday. Guys, when I say guys, I'm talking specifically to the carpet community.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me then.
The carpet community for generations now has been benefiting from events, particularly fete type events, parties, that kind of thing, right? y'all been, I don't want to use the word because we're on YouTube, but y'all been taking advantage of the promoters ridiculously. All the copy communities. And
Preach.
I say it all the time. I have a promoter's license here in St. Kitts. I do not promote events in St. Kitts. I do promote events overseas.
Me use yours, though.
Look, it does not make sense when you go to when you go to a corporate partner with an event that costs $100,000.
Oh, as in they're gonna trigger me.
They're gonna give you
You
$5,000.
trigger
They're
me.
gonna give you $5,000
And why you put that thing them
everywhere.
everywhere?
And if you're going on the radio and you ain't mention the name, they vex. They're calling you. It's like, brother, you're literally paying 0.5% of the cost.
They want your brand down the place with that logo,
No.
the banner.
Nope. Look, this is why you have to understand, guys. If you want that type of exposure, then you're going to have to pay the bulk of the money. You know why? Because had you, as the company, gone and put on the event yourself, it would have cost you the $100,000. So for you getting that type of exposure for, let's say, $80,000, it's a steal of a deal for you.
Bruh.
You just save yourself $20,000.
It's so
No.
wild to me, they literally wants to pay the bare minimum, but they wants to do the most.
Right.
How?
Right.
How?
So this is where I'm coming at. And this was triggered by what you said just now. Right?
Which was what?
About the virtual events.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Corporate sponsors, now is the time for you to make right on all the nonsense that you guys have been doing. Right? People are putting on virtual events. People are doing them on YouTube, on Facebook, and IG, all over the place, right? The level of exposure that you have, something that lives online that people will watch over and over. Just last night, I went and watched back a virtual concert that was put on last October. And I've seen all the branding, and I'm seeing all it. It's on a big sponsors YouTube page. And I'm looking at it and I'm seeing all the branding. So the level of exposure now goes from the 3,000 people who might have been in the event before to the 100,000 views that this video is going to get over the course of the next 6 months.
Indeed.
Why is it so hard for the sponsors to recognize the value that these events are bringing to their brands?
We know why.
Well, I might have a different why as to you.
Okay, what's your why?
My why is that generally what happens is that the promoters, because they're in a position where they need the money to be able to put on the event, they allow it to happen. So in other words, I can't put the full blame on the corporate sponsors, right? Because they're still getting it anyway.
Yeah.
But because the promoter need a little extra 5,000 to put them into a better spot coming out, they take it anywhere and give them whatever they want. But like I'm saying, at least now with these types of events that Corona have made popular, right? Now is the time to put your money where the mouth is and to give people the proper value for what they're giving you in exchange.
They can't afford it, you know.
But Jade, that's the thing that bother me. This is why I say to promote overseas, you know. I go to XYZ Telecommunications in Anguilla, right? And out the bat, they're giving you 6-7 times more. I mean, exaggerating, 6 to 7 times more sponsorship than they're giving you here. Same telecommunication company. And when you talk to them over there about what going on in St. Kitts, they're just like, baby, then use the money, then take it back. Like,
They're going on like they have to carry it home.
like
The money is for you to spend on things like these. But yet y'all want to be cheap and hold it and stretch your little pencils that y'all give us and want
Not
us
only that, not
brand
only-
down the place with y'all stuff.
Not only that, you know, the other thing that has upset me, and I can call out some of them now. Some of these corporate sponsors, right? The persons in the marketing department, the companies look jokey. Because y'all want to give sponsorship to only your friend. That's the first thing. Y'all want to give sponsorship to only your friend. And the other thing is, should the company sponsor whatever, you personally want to be in all effect them in the VIP.
Bruh, the money that you give me is what I can't.
Like a lot of these people in these marketing positions using the company money to build their own social image. Yeah.
Clearly, because how you and all your friends them come in VIP off the money that you just give me. So basically you just pay for the tickets.
That's all the company pay
Because
for them.
you can't feel like the money that you just give me and the tickets that you want is equal.
But anyway,
Bye.
hoping to see more movement in that direction where, yes, because of what's happening now, we have to change the way that we present events. And there's a nice ecosystem that should exist. Right? I should go through this now. Let me just do it now, quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Quickly.
Do your thing.
It's a nice ecosystem that should exist. And I see it existing everywhere except St. Kitts. And everybody in the chain have their own part to play in ways so messed up here in St. Kitts. So you like to say a shifting blame on one position, on one person or one entity. You have creatives, right? Meaning, let's say it's a musical show. Yeah, let's just break it down. So let's say I have an artist.
Speaking of, I heard y'all practicing last night, right? Oh my God, y'all sound so good.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, man,
appreciate
continue
it.
now, continue.
But that's what I was doing last night. So you asked about midnight. So that was midnight.
Oh, okay. Don't Jade, I couldn't hear.
Oh, that's showing me good though, you know, Jade.
You ain't got to tell me.
Okay.
I'm there.
Okay. So you have a creative, right? That puts out music. There's people who think, oh, that's great music. I'm a fan of that artist. The next step is, you know what? I want to interact with that artist, and the artist wants to interact with his fans. Live events, right? Okay. Now, it's difficult to only fully put on the event based on ticket sales to the fans. So there must be an injection of some money, right, into the event to make it worthwhile. So what happens is the artist has content, he has fans that are content bring. They want to interact, but there's these people over here, the corporate community, that want access to the fans. That's what they want. They want access to the fans.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that they could do on their own to get the attention of all these fans.
Indeed. But the artist has already captured.
Right, the artist has already captured the fans. So what happens is, in steps the promoter. The promoter comes in now, and he is the person who raises the capital, and he's the one that organizes the event. Right? And so it's a nice little ecosystem for everybody. And so for that service that the promoter provides, he also expects to get paid.
Yeah.
So there's a win-win for everybody if it functions properly.
If it
functions properly. So if the artist performs, he gets to connect with his fans, he gets paid for his performance, the fans get to interact with the artist that they love. The corporate community gets access to the eyeballs that the artists bring into the event, and the promoter gets paid for being able to connect both the financier, which is the sponsors or the corporate partners, with the fans, and giving the stage to the artist to be able to, and then they get compensated for that. It's a nice little ecosystem, you know, Jade.
So easy that sounds?
But instead, St. Kitts is such a weird place. So when it comes to this, right? Because sponsors them can ask you for your budget, know what your budget is, and then give you, in some cases, 0.1% of your budget, and expect full exposure to the fans that the artists bring in.
They don't want to give you money. They want to give you these things that they have in their warehouse. Just seeing down there.
Yeah.
But then they want you brand on the place with their branding.
Anyway, so that's one.
That's not okay.
That there in itself, it really don't make sense. No, because the injection is in there. The other thing that makes it difficult for the promoter is the fact that St. Kitts is also unique, where we have the biggest events of the year being put on by the government and subsidized by the government. So the ticket prices don't really reflect.
Ticket prices?
So St. Kitts has some of the lowest ticket prices in the world.
That's what I mean. I forget that all of them not free, but majority of
Right.
the events that the government put on are free.
Right.
The only thing probably you have to pay for is music festival.
And grossly, it's subsidized. The ticket prices are subsidized, right? So we understand. But because of that, now it becomes difficult for anybody putting on events to be able to charge a proper price for the event. Because if this event has this level of production, this level of artists, this number of nights, all of that, and this is the ticket price, then how am I going to come now with one band, 3 DJs, and charge that?
Nope.
So then the ecosystem are messed up there again, right? Then because the money isn't there, and the promoter want to make something still, who you think the promoter going to talk to try offset some of the costs? The performers. So now you go to the performers and tell them, I can't afford that there. There's no artist, no band, nothing that should be charging less than $5,000 to perform. And that ain't a number just picking out of the ear. That's just going based on cost to the artist. Right? That's just going based on cost to the artist. Because if you're pricing something, then the price must be based on cost. Right? You must be making a profit, otherwise they're making no sense. Now, the fact that I'm saying this means that, and saying that it's a problem, means that that's probably what's been going on for the longest while. Why? Because look at all our bands and our performers. 99% of us have second jobs. The bands can't support themselves.
Who is the 1%?
You might have a few persons who are full time in music. You're talking specifically about music now.
Oh, because.
Right? And music including DJs. So there's a few DJs who may be right, and maybe a few persons in a band, but there's no band that can support its members.
No boy.
There's people just look at the bands and be like, oh, they're wasting time. The bands them ain't got no studio. Every year the band them gotta go buy somebody go record the album. The band them can't afford to pay themselves because they can't charge what they're worth.
Nope.
So they're always in the red.
And yeah, that's true.
They're always in the red.
The bands have about 5 to 6 members that I have to pay. So how do you split, let's say, a $2,000 gig between 5 to 6 people?
Jade, how you split a $5,000 bill? Now the thing about it, right? The band got equipment, so most likely the band got loans, right? That I got to pay. Sometimes, right? Because of how often the bands play. By the time they get paid, that money just go to the bank account.
Yeah.
That money just goes straight to the bank account. The performers don't get anything.
Nope.
You got managers. You might have people who involved in other aspects of the band, for instance, social media, boom, all the people gotta get paid. You got engineer to get paid. And they ain't invested the same way the members are. So a lot of time the members get paid last.
Yeah.
The members get paid last. Like you don't pay the engineer to pay the bassman. The engineer ain't invested in the band the same way the bassman is. You understand? So if you got the last $200, who do you think you're going to? You're going to the engineer?
The bassman, I just got to understand.
The bassman will look out for next week, and then, well, until next week, go to your 9 to 5. You understand? So the whole ecosystem all messed up. You understand? The whole ecosystem all messed up, and nobody seemed to be willing to just like take a stand and do what they gotta do.
No, because they're going to be standing up by themselves, and that's what they're afraid of.
Yeah.
But
that is why, and look, people don't like to hear it. This is why illegal activity is what has started a lot of things overseas. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Y'all know how many of these big festivals and concerts funded by money that was gained illegally? Okay.
When you got to wash the money.
Okay. I think it's a joke. It's part of the business. Don't feel it's not. It might not sound good. You might not like it, but it's part of the business.
It is.
Anyway, let's see what the people got to say. Morning, the people. Good morning. You're live on Island Tea. Caller, you're live on Island Tea. What's up?
Oh, that person had nothing to say either.
Oh, okay.
Y'all can call back if y'all feel like it, you know.
Call back.
Here.
Call back.
But yeah, boy, it's a mystic industry to be in.
Jade, I just can't understand. The event costs $100,000. Jade, I just get so confused sometimes, Jade. We know the cost of Carnival gonna be $2 to $3 to $4 million. Like we know, like that's what it is. Like it's about $2-3 million depending on what's going on in a particular year, right? And you have companies, right? You got companies giving $10,000. I want that big to do, and I'm just like, you know what percentage of the cost of Carnival anyway. But you're not supposed to let nobody know, exactly. Know you're involved, yeah? Good morning. Good morning, Carly, live on Island Tea.
We know y'all phones this morning.
Credit's low, so they're willing to hold.
Oh.
Yeah. This is hard times, Jade. Nobody announced no double yet.
Well, they're going to wait long for that, you know? Because I would be.
You think double coming?
Shocked.
You think double coming?
If I hear the government announce any kind of doubles, I would be
Yeah, I would be shocked. I am not. I don't.
This is the only
Look,
thing that would keep me off guard.
I think a lot of people. I think there's people who really like gonna be upset if there's no double. By all, we not unreasonable by. Like,
What? Like, bro,
come
what am I
on.
getting it from?
come on.
Where am I gonna get it from in this corona times?
Yeah, but I think that's asking a bit much of the
Yeah,
government
man.
right now.
But I
to
feel
drop a
like,
double.
yeah, I feel like corona is the only thing that has helped us to highlight the struggles and the unfair treatment in this industry. Because I don't know what else could bring these things to light. We've been battling with this so long, right?
Yeah, but my problem is that the so-called solutions just making it more difficult.
Yeah, but they say really working out. Many if I realize, but
So-called solutions really helping the situation.
I just want to know
How much entities are got to know to get permission to keep a
3.
wow.
I mean, from 1 to 3. I don't know if y'all will be sitting down with the people you're supposed to be sitting down with to talk about these things, but
I keep saying up to now. Yeah, they've been sitting down with everybody, Jed.
So then how did us get to these conclusions?
Because like same thing I was telling the minister the other day. I said instead of listening to the suggestions of the people, what they're doing is finding ways to inject themselves. Self-importance.
Yeah, but you're saying about y'all?
As Nature be said, I don't offend them boost up here.
Don't like having them rules.
But I don't think you were suggesting that you boost up yourself.
No. I don't know how that is anyway.
I don't think you're suggesting that you boost up yourself.
Because I don't know how that does get. I just don't understand how that does get to. How did us get to these conclusions? These conclusions has just been mind blowing. Like, this is what we say. This is what we said need fixing. This is how we said could fix it. No.
And then,
this is what we're gonna do.
And then come and boast about what you're doing.
Which is not what we asked for.
And it's like, yo, what? It's like, imagine, it's like your mother tell you, look, I'm gonna need you to take the clothes out the washing machine, hang them on the line for me, please. When I come home, don't let it be no coldness. What is coldness? But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. Don't let it be no coldness.
I told her.
Don't let it be no coldness. Take your mother come home from work, tired, and you're gonna tell your mother, Mommy, guess what? Wow. I wipe out my dresser.
Meanwhile, the clothes in the washing machine.
Clothes in the washing machine.
Chilling.
But I told you that the bag where you use down there with the best clothes now.
Downing on 2 years. How much for downing?
Everything expensive right now. Everything expensive. Prices for everything gone up.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me, friend.
You're going to it's so bad. It's so bad right now. Sometimes when I checking out at the cashier at the supermarket, the cashier, you could tell she feel bad telling me the total.
She watching it
She
go up
realized,
like.
she realized, man, but this man only buy 6 things here.
And now I got to go tell him it costs
And now I
$250.
gotta tell him the price guy in 5 digits.
Yikes.
The man buys 6 things, the price is 5 digits in the supermarket.
Bye. I just want to know when they're going to start to raise the paychecks like they raise the prices. Because you can't tell me you want me to live and eat and survive, and then the money that you're giving me, I can't do it off of. So now I have to go work 5 to 6 jobs just to make one shopping. How that make sense? How as him?
Jade, I can tell you something. Back when I started to work, somewhere around 2002 or 2004, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around at my co-workers, right? Who have 2 kids, maybe no man in the household, maybe no woman in the household.
Just them and God.
Them and God, boy. And I wonder, but how hard to stretch the paycheck, boy?
Listen.
Till this day, I have not been able to figure out how some people does make it happen.
I don't mean.
I don't understand.
But I have to.
But they ain't no choice.
You know how much time I went over my budget for January? In December? Like, I just, every time I sit down, I start to think about it. Like, okay, I got to cross my T's, that's my eyes. Have to make sure I get this, because this is what going to have to happen. Like, it's very difficult, As a young person in this country, me and one of my friends, right? One of my DJ friends had a conversation about, we was talking about the pricing, the housing market. Because I was telling him about the conversation we had on and stuff. And then we was talking about how difficult it is to be a young person in this country that they said is supposed to be, we supposed to be the future for. We might not make it to the future, you know.
Yeah, might not make it. Might not make it.
We can't afford to live in the current, so we're gonna make it to the future. You know, difficult it is being in the current right now.
I could tell you what the answer is, though. You ain't gonna like it, but I could tell you what the answer is. And the sad part about it is, this ain't no. I ain't coming with no. This ain't no secret. This ain't no Illuminati, nothing. Like, it's pretty much out there that what the intention is. Do you know how you make it from the current to the future?
Work for the government?
No.
Oh.
It's a 4-letter word. It's debt, Jade. Debt.
Oh.
Debt. That's how they expect you to make it to the future. Debt.
Yeah.
You incur copious amounts of debt.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Loans for your house. Loans just because. Loans just for your car.
When you're dead, the debt collector coming.
Boy, knocking on your grave. Hey, we're not down there.
Debt collector's gonna just
Give me
be
the money now.
just gonna be in the cemetery. But excuse me, we have some outstanding.
Who does this roll over to? Not, I mean, I know.
I was looking on the pamphlet. I looked at the back, and I think I said that you are the
Mother? Am I correct?
my debt, Jade. Debt is how they expect us to make it work. And don't get me wrong, people look at debt like it's a bad thing, eh? Debt isn't a bad thing. Debt is if you use debt to make more money, then fine. But people incurring debt just to survive.
Yep.
And that is not a great existence.
Nope.
Aye, when you up people, I could
And
talk
every
this.
day you got to think about it.
I could talk this right now, Jade. When you up people, it's like it'll steal your sleep, everything, you know. It steal your peace. You know, people that say comparison is the thief of joy.
Boy, that is the thief of joy.
That is the thief of sleep, peace, joy.
And that's why we keep talking about how people's mental health is so fickle, because you know how it is to just wake up every day, sit on the edge of your bed and say,
But how am I pay for this?
exactly, how am I going to eat today? How am I going to make sure my family eats today? How am I going to pay this bill or pay this loan or pay this car note, put gas in my car? Now me radiator making noises, so I got to go fix that. My
Jade,
tires rubbed down,
Jade,
my
you
roof
speak- oh my
leaking.
gosh. I got a friend right now, right? And you know how life is. Life gonna test you.
Boy,
Life does just wait until things rough on you for, like you say, radiator to go, right? You come around the corner there by the last roundabout coming off the bypass going Boyd's. Police catch you, hit you with a 350 ticket. Life does do that. That's what life does do
that's
to you.
groceries for the month.
But groceries for the month gone right down in the courthouse because you were doing 40 miles an hour on a highway. You were doing 40 miles an hour on a highway. On a highway, yeah. Me talking about in a village. You're doing 40 miles an hour in a highway and now your groceries for the month gone in.
This adult life ain't funny, no. I don't know who I don't know what I was telling me when I was a child, boy. No, and it wasn't that I was telling me. It was what I was showing me. And maybe at that time life was a little easier. Because adults used to make this life thing look funny, no? They're with their friends and they're having a good old time.
Oh yeah, they could go sleep when they want.
Yeah, they could wake up, they ain't got to worry about this and that. They could do whatever.
They could stay out till 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, when you get
Bruh.
older.
Bruh,
Yeah, and tell us about this part though.
nobody. And that's what me understand. Well, we in school teaching people about cursive. Teach them about actual life.
Penmanship, Jade.
Teach them about
Penmanship.
life.
In a world where we type everything.
Teach them about the struggles of life and how to do accounting,
How to live?
how to live, how to do budgets, how to save, like how to invest. What? Me not understand. Yeah, like these are the things that we need to be teaching children in school, not
No,
cursive.
But if you don't,
What cursive gonna help me with?
Jade.
Name one thing, quick. Go.
It doesn't
go,
exist.
Go. Okay, just.
But what I'm saying is, why the cursive S look like a drunk teardrop? Why, like, it don't even look like a S.
Somebody said they don't even take the traffic ticket.
Well, I guess if I don't accept it, you never give me.
Oh, yes, I what, man?
I know you what.
Who and they got persons who are people under sleep so good. Well, I don't know how they just do it. But not me.
But you got some people like that for you. You got one of them right now.
Oh, yeah, and just sleeping like a baby?
I considering bossing she name on the radio one of these days.
Bye.
Cause but she done telling everybody that I call she name. I've never have.
See, I might as well at this
I
point.
might as well at this point. Cause she always telling people I calling she name. You understand?
Is that promoter?
Yeah.
I know who you mean. Where know who you mean that you tell me?
That's what I'm saying. We never had no talk about this.
But I know who you as if
Exactly.
See, I know. But share everybody for tomorrow. Share me. I don't share me. But if she will be begging everybody, so made him look at me. I know a couple people well sure about you. Girl, you're doing good. Me gonna let you.
Sleepy like a baby back.
What? She has to be? Because she got a conscience. Yeah. Let me see. What is government say? Social Security running out of money too. If you're under 40, you might not get a pension. Well,
But yeah, that's our thing too.
the youths are the future. We're making it to the future, tal. Me don't wait to have that. Anyway, let me take a break here and come back with some stories in and around the world. As if we have been shocked that
No being shocked, yeah. It's just sad.
Bye.
It's just sad.
Me can't have so much people. You're crazy.
I think it's a nice place here. 'Cause if this happen in other places,
No, by that.
you're talking about sleeping properly, but you might not be able to come at your house. You say, Jackie, you don't pay no money?
Wash out.
Okay.
Wash out. No, Jackie, you're going in jail.
They play people.
Anyway.
We'll be right back, guys.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Drop everything and come now to Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessory Center for their big Drop Everything sales event. For the rest of 2021, go to Hosford's Auto Accessories and Parts Center, where they'll be dropping 30% off select accessories, 20% off car batteries. But the rubber really hits the road with this deal. 20% off all tires, or get one tire free with a purchase of 4 tires. Buy 4 tires, get 1 free from now until the end of 2021. So drop everything and come now to Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessories Drop Everything sales event. Now dropping 30% off select accessories, 20% off batteries and tires. Or buy 4 tires, get 1 tire free. Yes, drop everything and go now to Hosford's Auto Accessories and Parts Center.
We are the best.
The Federation's favorite auto parts and accessories store.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. and it's a Jiggy Thursday.
Bye, yeah. We're getting good stuff now.
Having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Having fun.
We have to laugh through the pain. You sure? We gotta laugh through the pain at this point, again.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But Jade, what is going on in the world, girl?
I was telling y'all before we went on a tangent that there is no more quarantine for fully vaccinated passengers, and Port Zante has removed their barriers. Oh, well, they're going to remove them.
I think from Saturday, right?
Yeah. So starting this weekend, fully vaccinated travelers into the Federation no longer have to quarantine. Effective Saturday, December 11, 2021, all vaccinated passengers 12 years old and over arriving in St. Kitts and Nevis with a negative PCR test taken within 72 hours of arrival will no longer be required to undergo a quarantine period or further testing upon arrival. The announcement was made in a press release from the Office of the Prime Minister to include the last two proposed easing of restrictions after the Federation reached the 80% mark for partially vaccinated adults. Also, the protective barriers erected at Port Zante will be removed on Saturday and allow cruise passengers and residents to mix. Well, at least now, the taximen would be able to go back to what they were doing and be able to...
To gather work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good news there, at least, for them.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of these easing and things, restricting and thing, really just playing more into, like, the travelers as opposed to the locals.
What you mean, what you feel so?
What you feel so? 'Cause that's what it is?
Is that feeling?
Oh, wow.
So is that feeling for you?
Sorry.
Oh, guys.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, we can't even go brunch to dance, so I don't know. I got to eat and tap my foot.
Yeah, bye.
So you go.
Yeah. Let the tourists them mingle, man.
Yeah, man. I have fun. At least I enjoy the country.
Oh, well. I mean, I guess, I mean, not quarantining on the way back is cool, I guess.
Yeah, because they're only local. I mean, foreigners coming here.
Yeah, but again, it does feel like a lot of this has to do with, like, facilitating, like, people from outside.
Vibes.
I'll take advantage of it myself. Hopefully I get a trip sometime soon.
Well, I don't, you know, not when be to say bad.
Jonelle wasn't supposed to link us with the Dubai trip. What going on with Jonelle, bye? JP too.
What going on? We were supposed to be our chaperones.
We're supposed to get the trip to Dubai. I mean, hear from him. We just run the show from Dubai.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you know, we stepped in this country.
The nation's stepchild.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
What a position, eh?
Well, hey.
I've been trying to open this article for the last 5 minutes, ain't working. So
Yeah,
we'll just move on.
I realize that.
What else has been happening? So let's talk about why they keep digging up things that they ain't supposed to. They're gonna cause a plague, you know.
There's been like countless movies about this, you know.
And this is what...
There's been countless movies about this.
Why we don't like to learn from the... They're showing us what could happen if we keep doing this, you know. Yeah, y'all keep doing
To
it.
me, they feel more like they're preparing us for the inevitable. You know, they'll be like, oh, movie predicted this. I'm like, no, they knew this was gonna happen. They just were preparing us for it.
Let me look for it on another site because I don't know why it's not coming up.
Let me see if it come up on my device.
I think they're saying that this site is down actually. They want us to be great today. Well, we're gonna figure it out.
Let me see. Somebody here messaging me in capitals.
Somebody shouting after you? So early in the morning?
No, oh, somebody talking about what we were talking about. They seem to agree.
I mean, we haven't said anything to disagree with. Yeah, we got all site down. So let me just.
True?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
What, that the site is down?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh.
But there's other sites, so it's fine. I'll just hop on onto another one. So it says archaeologists discovered 1,200-year-old mummy in Peru and more of today's. Okay, tying a part of it. So yeah, archaeologists discovered 1,200-year-old mummy in Peru. Archaeologists excavating an underground tomb in Peru have uncovered a mummy tied with rope. Meet the next generation of What kind of article is this?
It's just all over.
Yeah, like, bruh. Okay. Let me try and walk through it. These sites, boy. I don't know who does be writing our articles.
This is why,
I depend on WinFM.
and people just getting fed up at these news outlets.
Yeah, because why is it I have to go through all of this just to read one article? Anyway, here we go. Archaeologists excavating an underground tomb in Peru have uncovered a strange preserved mummy. The others, you dig me up and gonna call me strange?
No, but the funny thing about it, right? Like we said, they got a whole movie about this, yeah. The Mummy, yeah.
Bye.
It literally called the Mummy, yeah.
Bye.
Anyway, go ahead.
The mummy, which was discovered on the outskirts of the capital Lima,
The Lima.
is believed to be between 800 and 1200 years old. The remains of the individual, whose sex has not been identified, were found bound with rope with their hands covering their face. The ancient mummy was found in a burial chamber that is about 3 meters, 10 feet long and a depth of about 1.4 meters. According to the researchers at the University of San Marcos, the skeleton of an Andean guinea pig and dog were also found, as well as traces of corn and other vegetables. Why we gonna keep? Why you gonna stop digging up people? Why y'all don't dig up your own ancestors? Why you always feel like they're digging up other people's ancestors? You ever hear people of color going to like white people's places and just digging them up?
No. Actually, I think the people from the mountains of Caucasoid have a have a monopoly on digging up old people. It seems like they have a monopoly on that.
But why?
Yeah. Maybe they're just interested. But I feel like, see, I'm torn on it. Like I've been telling you all the time. Like I understand.
Research purposes.
I understand.
How much more research we need? Why we can just dig up till we find the wrong thing, you know?
No, my thing would be ain't about stopping the digging. Is about understanding the risk and putting things in place to mitigate the risk. To me, they don't be doing that. I'd be watching some of these sites, right? And it's just a lot of people just with brushes brushing in the sand.
Oh, what have we here?
What?
Digging at the people have good ancestors.
They ain't gonna permission to they ain't gonna hazmat suits. They ain't gonna nothing. It's just like
just them and vibes.
Just them and vibes. All you gotta do, if you dig in this area, you put a tent over the area and you all dig. You could AC the tent, make it comfortable.
Nope.
It's like I always wonder that too, you know. Like they're digging in the desert, right, Jade? Why they don't just pop a tent over the digging site? Sunlink got some big tent here. They could rent some.
So I said,
they could. I always wonder why they don't do that.
Bruh, they need to stop playing with these people.
To me, just like they just bye.
Stop playing with the dead. That's all I want y'all to do. Stop playing with the dead. Anyway.
Your sisters don't like it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, your sisters don't like
and
it.
that is why, like, for instance, I remember this movie. Which movie was it? There was this movie that they made one time, and they said it was cursed.
Passion of Christ?
Not that one. That one also was cursed, but not this one. The one where they actually was using people's dead bodies for props.
Oh, yeah.
And then you know what ended up happening? They started dying. The cast, people involved with the movie started dying in weird ways, and this isn't like something I'm making up. This isn't a conspiracy.
Oh my
people
gosh,
were literally dying.
It was like some Final Destination kind of death story, yeah.
Because y'all wouldn't stop trouble things.
The ancestors don't play, yeah. And the ancestors upset. They really gonna kill the world, yeah.
Y'all believe in Halloween and all kind of things, but y'all ain't believe in Obi and death and reincarnation and people, spirits literally haunting. No, stop it. Stop trouble things.
Gotcha.
Stop trouble things.
Everybody got at least one old person who just miserable. And I say troubling old people. Miserable they probably just get after they die.
And that's why you can't find a peace. That's why every minute you're getting pressed when you're sleeping. And you're just in the house and you can't
get pressed.
What? As if I don't know what I do, right? I don't know what I do in my past life, man. But somebody jumping was playing with me, peace. regularly as him. No matter where and you always stop in my dad's house. No matter where I sleep in this house.
They get pressed.
I think it was my grandmother just trying to just be like, yeah, I still here. Me if you know, but I still here. I don't get as
The
in
scientists they call it sleep paralysis.
the lie.
But you're getting pressed.
Press.
I get you.
Yeah, man. One time, right, I was sleeping in my old room at my dad's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was after like a juve or something we had.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in my deep sleep as him.
Mm.
I literally felt somebody jump on my bed. And it was so serious that my bed sunk and I popped up. Nobody in my room.
Nobody in the room.
Just me and God.
You and grandma.
Yeah, bye.
Alright.
I can't tell you dig up people.
Yeah, and that grandma just watch what you just done on the road. Grandma lady, you know.
Hey!
Hey, I didn't like that.
Where do we sleep in these times? Bye. I believe moral of the story. Stop dig up everything. Ain't everything y'all need to excavate. Ain't everything y'all need to
That
discover.
sleeping bodies lie.
That's why they sleep. So why y'all don't go in the burying when we dig up people?
Them they too fresh.
Oh,
Them they too fresh, Jade.
I see.
You gotta let them cure.
Oh! There's wide now. Okay. Okay. Just don't dig up nothing in St. Kitty, because I ain't gonna cuss us. Anyway, moving on. A politician was charged with a gun offense after allegedly assaulting his wife. The St. James police on Wednesday arrested and charged councillor for the Rose Heights division in the parish, Arthur Lynch, with the offences of illegal possession of a firearm and assault at common law. In a release, the police said that the charges stem from allegations that on Tuesday, December 7th, Lynch and his wife had a dispute. According to reports, during the dispute, Lynch pulled his licensed firearm and pointed it at his wife. A report was made to the police and he was charged after an investigation. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. Reports have since emerged that the Jamaican Labour Party, JLP, which Lynch represents, has since suspended him from the party, with possible further political repercussions on the horizon at the end of a party investigation of alleged incident. Hold on. Let me go back to this. Illegal possession of a firearm, right? But he pulled his license firearm. Me understand about. So it's illegal when you pull it on your wife? Does that
Nope. That was the interesting part to me.
Me understand.
I was waiting for you to finish, yeah. Because my thing is, he got a license firearm, but he's being charged. But not only that, they say he pulled a licensed firearm, but then here's a charge of possession of an illegal firearm.
Yeah, that part throwing me. Me understand the part.
Probably a charge on your drop, man.
The illegal one, for sure.
Unless he had multiple guns.
Well, if the man is a gunman. The man is a gunman.
Alright. Let me tell you something, right? It is better for you to just walk away than to start getting physical and violent with the people close to you.
Listen, anyway, when you finish, go ahead.
Domestic violence is a real problem, Jade.
You ain't got to tell me, as him.
It's a real problem,
I live
Jade.
in the country. I live in this country, you know?
A real problem. If you live, and the sad part about it, right? If you live in a village setting, you would probably have witnessed some type of domestic violence.
I have. It's quite scary.
Just living like
Yeah.
from a very young age. I remember seeing incidents of domestic violence from very, very young. I'm talking like maybe 7, 6. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Trust
And
me.
a lot of people would and it was almost like, but them they always.
No, that's not how it's supposed to work. You don't just write it off because you come to this conclusion. Oh, they always
I think it was worse too, because it was the woman inflicting the violence on the man. So
They just was like, oh, it's a woman. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so yeah, at that
No.
point, until the man chip now, until the man decided to do something about it.
But I told her that she could have killed him.
It has happened, Jade.
It has. I watch enough things to know.
Jade.
That's why what I call Snapped.
Jade.
You ever watch Snapped?
Yep.
Okay.
Jade, like, even as a joke, because I tired hear the story about this incident that happened. I'm gonna say what happened. It happened right here in St. Kitts, where whatever was going on, by a bar, the woman gone watch the man with take a knife, whatever, say, I better choke you.
Okay.
I better choke you. Well, choke the man for real, you know. The man dead, the man dead, yeah.
Well, duh.
The man dead.
Why you always do things and then be surprised by the outcome? If you stab somebody, what you think gonna happen? Why would you stab somebody and then be shocked that they die?
Main
How are you
thing
shocked
the
that-
human body is made to be punctured in that way.
Bro. What?
We done checking chances, piercing all kind of places. Main thing we need to do it with knives now.
No. I kid you not, right? I remember one very serious incident that happened from my childhood. I literally watched my neighbor. Like, I used to hear them arguing and fighting all the time, right?
He's always a neighbor, boy.
Why? I was a neighbor, trust me.
They're not
And-
around. Sometimes he's in the house itself, but go ahead.
Oh no, this time I was the neighbor.
Mm.
And like, I literally hear this lady over there screaming as
Hold on, Jade. You see that thing what SS just said?
yes.
That's a real thing, you know. It was every Sunday for 3 years. Why it is about Sunday where people want to bang upon another?
the start of a new week.
Oh, start the week on a bang. Okay.
Yeah, I started the week on a bang.
Literally, a bang.
Indeed.
Okay. But you were
yeah,
saying?
the lady over there screaming as next thing you know, I just see a window open and a woman climb through. She got a front door, you know.
Couldn't make it to the front door,
She
Jade.
can't. The door, the hair, let it not get out the door. So she had to literally
Come out the window.
climb out the window and run. As I just hear my neighbor, right? Got some kind of arguments over there, like, and I don't feel like we're supposed to be able to hear them. Like, if you're arguing with your spouse, I don't feel like everybody's supposed to be able to hear you. But we can. And it's always late night.
See the problem
Y'all
with
don't
that,
argue in the
Jade?
day when people at work. What happened?
Jade,
Go home and
there's people in
argue.
my life, right, who I have never seen argue. Their relationship, I've never seen them argue. Now, what I suspect would happen is that they would remove themselves from the house, go somewhere, have the talk. I think what happen is sometimes people so tense. You kind of mistake if your partner come and tell you, girl, I got something I'm vexed with you about, you know. Look when you came, feel talk about it though.
You're crazy, yo. Not me. I better talk right here. In front of witnesses.
In front of all.
Hello. Can you feel?
Some people going here,
No, no,
especially
no.
where they're building the project them now.
No.
I tell you,
I
somebody.
maybe you what baby face that tell me let me go to care feel.
Let me go to camp. Somebody could hear us, Jay.
So where can I use the inside voice?
Jay, because I'm angry. And when I'm
You
angry,
can't- you
when
can
I'm
say
angry, I
it.
get loud.
You better whisper.
When I'm angry, I get loud, Jay.
No, as him. I
So
keep
yeah,
paranoid for them things.
so you're coming to the cave field with me to talk.
As soon as you say the word care feel, me just no more you're trying to kill me.
But we could go. Okay,
No.
okay. If you're in the cave field, we could go over like Major's bed.
Why all these places so secluded?
Because the point is to not let anybody hear
Okay,
us.
but why nobody at all got to be around?
Because if they're around, then they're gonna hear us.
No.
So we have to go where nobody is.
I feel like you're trying to set me up for this.
Yeah, but you don't trust me. We love each
No.
other. We love each other, Jade.
As you could love me and kill me. That's what it is. Where you think all these domestic violence things are turning to murder and all kind of things? What you mean? Second degree murder is a thing, you know?
Okay.
Manslaughter is a thing.
That is why we're gonna argue in the house.
Okay, well, you're right. You know what? You're right. Let them argue next to me.
Let them argue in the house,
But
'cause
if
at least you could still hear breath going through the lungs.
If I start to hear one person, I call in the police. If me hearing a conversation, I call in the police.
Jade, see, but we got this thing where we feel that there is some justification for us putting our hands on other human beings.
I don't know why.
Stop it.
I don't know why, bye.
Stop it.
I don't know how you.
No, because a lot. This is the thing, right?
Buy some man like crazy woman.
That's true. But
See? Some men literally like when the woman behaves so, you know.
no, you know what I think it is? I think some people interpret actions differently, right? People interpret actions differently. So sometimes when let's say a man gets angry and he shouts and is aggressive and whatever, that comes off is interpreted as being passionate, and sometimes it's because this behavior is normalized in this person's life, right?
Really?
So it comes off as passionate, it comes off as aggressive, it comes off as even in some cases manly, right? Like because of the person's definition of masculinity, right? So people interpret certain things differently.
That's fine.
And I've seen it. Jade, come on. Like people that take it and make joke, but I've heard it. I've heard people say, if he don't bang me, he ain't love me. I've heard people say it.
Well, happy for them. But
I've had somebody. I think I told you this already. I had somebody tell me one time, like, I could tell you this kind of you ain't gonna do it, but let's say I was to do something bad and like you was to hit me, like that ain't the thing that gonna break us, like that.
happy for them.
I just watch it. I say,
You
watch
know-
it. You ain't.
What is love?
You ain't gonna go. You ain't
Wait,
gonna.
when must I really sing the national anthem, you know?
Not for my country though. Whatever country I live in, not mine.
A lot of people country.
A lot of people country.
Listen, let me tell you something, right? You know, I'm the total opposite. You see, also a woman will tell you that. You know why I just tell men? I got a lot of man friend, you know. And you only take one message, you know.
You always just say this, right? And I hate that.
As if you hit me and I know I can't with a calling them. What do you mean?
That okay.
So I must do.
We
Say,
just we just say don't put your hand on people. Now you can tell me because I hit your friend, you come hit me?
Yes.
Well then I should be able to hit you since me and you have things between
Okay.
us then.
Because the reason
We can't like
The
we
reason I do-
can't keep promoting the
the
violence.
reason I go down that route is because I've seen a lot of instances where when you go to the police, nothing is done. So I just take licks.
Right, so then what happened now is okay, so when you gonna stop then?
When I leave, but when I leave,
No, what I'm saying, when you gonna stop? So your friend come hit the man. So the man must just now take it. He must come back after your friend when they coming out the house with the father and when he daughter.
Well, if where you hit me for?
No, but
If
but
you
you know,
ain't want
you
nobody,
go-
you don't hit me. That's it.
but that's the same thing. Nobody's supposed to hit nobody.
But that's not what has happened.
Right, so but my thing is where the line. See once
The line stop when you get your when you get your backside cracking. Stop putting your hands on people.
Jade, I am all with you for stop putting your hands on people, but then you can't say stop putting your hands on people and then encourage people to put their hands on somebody
Well,
else.
if you put your hand on me, nobody gonna put their hand on you. So easy that might work out?
No,
Maybe not for you.
no, because to me
But-
that equation don't end.
But okay, but as if you see why you're being a hypocrite now? Cause I don't hear you say if anybody do your people have something you don't shop, you know.
Yes.
So then nobody will shop for me.
No. Me saying they wouldn't show up, you know.
Oh.
I'm just saying I don't like to hate when you say, oh, I got friends and I can call them.
Yeah,
because
no,
you're injecting your friend into a situation and okay.
No,
but
they don't tell me. They
okay,
tell me this.
okay,
They tell me this.
But this is a different thing, you know, Jade. This is a different topic though, right? But man right hard, yo. Man right hard. Look, listen to this, right, Jade? Men have this thing, right? We are expected as men, right? To defend, to stand up, to stand in the gap and all these kind of things, right? You know how mumu it does be when your girl wilding and then you gotta go defend?
No, that's different.
No, I know. We pushing the conversation
Oh, okay,
forward.
Okay.
Like, I just see some man, right? The girl is the one, like, and you could tell the man just there thinking, babes,
Girl,
cool
why
na
you-
girl,
why you
girl,
put me in this
babes,
situation? You see all of these man.
cool na
Why
girl.
you put me in this situation?
Cool
Me
na
come
girl.
outside for this year.
I see this here.
One thing about me,
I don't
I
know.
don't put people in them kind of situations. Like men about to start wilding.
But you're a sensible woman, Jade.
Oh, that's true.
So there's some people
Not
who are
quite,
not.
quite.
There's some people. Look, Jade, this is the same thing you're talking about. Where if somebody hits you or whatever, I see girls literally go call a friend, a male friend, or the significant other, for somebody when she's the one who For while
I
in
don't
you.
support it in them situations.
But not only that, it don't just happen with your girlfriends or female friends and so, you know. Sometimes you got a friend, like your male friend, your liming buddy, your boy, and he just doing stupidness, and you think it is, brother, like, I ain't come out here for this tonight.
But I tell you, I don't watch that day live in a cooler fest, you know. You know, I'd say this. Listen, one of my favorite police officers, right? Sorry, his name's slipping me right now, but he gonna come back to me just now. He's one of these men that like went where to do all kind of certifications and all.
Lot of training. You got a lot of training.
The man,
Well trained.
well trained,
Okay.
like black and blue and white and red belts, all the belts them.
All kind of belts. You got a land store.
Listen, the man don't play. And this is one of the security that we hire for cooler fete and our bigger events because, you know, we need actual security. We need people that are going to literally take it to the levels that you can't come back from, but we need somebody that could...
That could handle the situation if it needs to go there.
Yes.
Right.
So cooler fete finish now, you know, everybody done liquored up, so, you know.
Yeah. People may be a little rowdy.
Hello. This man, right? Boy, the man going out with a lot of things that he you know, when they start to put their hand and the gun finger and all kind of stuff, but he doing a lot of things. And me and Dad were just watching the police officer and the man. And we had just going from the police officer to the man. Because you can see the internal battle.
With the police, it's like, but hey, me really want to.
Boy, man, if you know. Like, you literally watching him like, man, if you know. But the way things gonna happen, you ain't gonna like it.
Yep.
One of us going to hospital and ain't gonna be me.
Yep.
So his friend recognized this now, right? And literally grapple up.
But come, let me go.
Come, let me go. I said, man, grapple up the bad and start hitting some slap.
Yeah, cool out. Oh, the cool out slap them.
What?
Yeah, the cool out slap them, yeah. Sometimes you gotta do that to your friend.
Because it's like you watching the police officer, right? He hand on his gun, but may think he gonna use it.
No.
But he hand on his gun just in case. Cause I tell you, pan are wilding out, eh?
Yeah. No, but he might not have been to use the bullet, but the butt of the gun is also quite effective
Okay.
in neutralizing that.
Okay. So like pan a friend realize the situation about to get so serious,
Friend,
right?
take it into your own hands.
That the only way to fix it is to bang off.
Yeah, you got bang off. Yeah.
I rather bang you off than you have this policeman bang you off. Because one of us saying I send you
Not,
hospital.
but you see, even in that situation, the police change the dynamic, you know. The police change the dynamic because the police is in a position of authority. What if it was just another random intoxicated man? The friend might have just been like, please don't do this, please don't do this, please don't do this. But once something kick off, then you gotta defend your friend.
Yeah, cause like,
And
you
I
look
think-
bad, you go home in the same bus with the man. After you walk the man, you bang off.
Yeah. And that's it. Like,
You don't feel awkward,
like
man.
men does get put in some weird positions here.
Yeah.
I tell a story here and here already, you know, about this girl, she boyfriend hit her. She walking, going to the station, boot up and she brother. Brother say, what happened to you? Where you going? What? Going station, my boyfriend just hit me. What? Really?
Where he be?
By in the gut. In the gut. Okay, but let me go.
Then we got enough.
Partner walk over there with his sister.
And
Walk up. He and his sister because somebody hit his sister.
So is he alone and his sister?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Somebody hit my sister going back over there for
That's
him.
fine.
So he walk on over by the partner. So yo, my sister tell me, what?
What do you mean, what? So the parent finish the sentence?
My partner finish the sentence by boyfriend hit he one slap too.
So wait, may I understand? Why you feel he feels exempt?
He gone over there go defend his sister.
I understand.
I don't think he thought it through, Jade.
No, he did it clear as him, obviously.
So he guess what happened now? But when partner hit him this slap, I said, girl, come let me go to the station here. Come.
That's what he was supposed to do. Like, you can't just run into these situations. That's why I said I have friends, plural. I'm not about to put one of my friends in this situation.
Lado.
No, you got to go back up. He plan was to go station. Hang on a backup, go station. The station gonna be the backup.
My thing is by I see for me I think the rules different for me between friends and family. And don't get me wrong, sometimes friends become family. So I mean talking about that. Like, but I think there's levels to it. There's levels to it. Depending on the level, girl can go station. Because like, you see for me, and this is what I was telling you the other day about men understanding where things could go. I don't think a lot of young men in particular understand where things can go, what's
Until it
capable.
happen.
Was capable. So they all boost up themselves and bam, 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 and then understand like you're dealing with a you're dealing with a entity here that could take the level to somewhere that is very dangerous.
Some people ain't got nothing to lose, you know.
Yeah, that's true. And so you don't know what the person going through, you don't know the person dealing with.
And you might be the straw.
Yep. So sometimes you got to understand, like, hey, this might not be the way to deal with it. Like I see guys rushing into situations, and I'm saying this could end very badly. And a lot. Look, women, y'all got some responsibility here as well, right? Women need to understand that men brain work different to woman brain.
Women need to. I'm pretty sure they will.
No.
You don't think so?
Because again, they might not understand or fully appreciate where things can go. I see, for instance, right? We have a situation right now, and I'm gonna use this as a jump off instead of using a local thing, because look at what's going on between Sweetie, Quavo, and Lil Baby. Right? So Sweetie and Quavo were in a relationship. They had the falling out, the breakup, whatever. Sweetie now rumored to be with Lil Baby. Right? It's a big no-no.
For several reasons, but continue.
That's a big no-no. But what I'm saying is, because there's prior tension between those two men, because those two men are co-workers.
Listen,
They are co-workers. And not only that, you basically went from the guy who was the hottest dude in the game to the guy who is now the hottest dude in the game. There's some ego thing going on there as well, right?
Oh, that's one thing, you know. That word, you see that
The
thing
ego
called
is a thing.
ego?
The ego is a thing. But as much as ego puts us in very compromised positions, right? You can't ignore it. Can you exist?
It's a thing.
You can't just be like, oh, that was stupid, so it probably should not have happened, but I don't mean it can't happen.
Somebody said there's troops in after you.
I know.
Okay.
And this is the problem. That idea is the problem. Because this troops is dismissive. You see what I'm saying? So what you have to do is, it's not that I'm saying that Quavo should feel away or should ever get into something. They shouldn't.
No.
She should be allowed to whatever, but that ain't how things just go.
No.
So when you're troops and your thing, it's just dismissive, and so you don't recognize what happened. When you wait till when something done happen now, to what? Oh, I didn't think it should. No.
That's usually what it goes.
You got to recognize the issues and avoid the issues. But no, you know what happened?
What?
Woman doesn't know about the issues and want to boost it up.
Don't let your friend them boost. We don't tell her, you know.
Don't boost up yourself neither. And so, like, a lot of times, right, people get put in positions by people around them, and because of either fragile ego, because of dumb expectations in regards to masculinity and them kind of things. I'm talking especially about men. Things that have the possibility exists that these situations could get very, very dangerous.
Yeah, man.
And you have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge it.
One thing I am happy for, right? And my friends could attest to this. That from a young age, I've learned how to read the room. Reading the room is very important, you know.
I saved my life like that already.
I've saved my friend's life like this already. You
I saved
have
my
to
life
know
like
how
that,
to read the room because listen.
Some people too caught up in their own world, you know. That's
Oh,
what.
not me. When I go out, right? When I, not now because things are a little bit calmer now. But when I used to go out when things were very like tense between certain people in St. Kitts, right?
Factions, yeah.
When I used to see them in the same vicinity.
Yep.
You and you are supposed to man like this.
Yep.
Let me remove myself. It's so serious, right? One time I went to a party, right? It was at TDC Grounds when TDC Grounds used to have parties. And oh me, I'm falling.
Don't fall.
I do panting. When TDC Grounds used to have parties, I was invited. And the person invited everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. Yeah?
Everybody was there. Yeah.
And a lot of people shouldn't be in the same vicinity.
Yep.
So I was sitting in a window, taking a 5, chilling just from the festivities. It was me and some of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And while sitting in the window, my face was to the door. Like I was looking at the building that TDC got in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm looking at the door, and I see a head pop around the corner
Mm-hmm.
and give me the little,
Mm.
the little hand signal when
Little
you're
hand
supposed to
signal, like, when
move,
you're
but then
supposed to
really
move.
want to shout like.
Yeah, just east to the left. Yeah.
So when they did that, right, I look to my left,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw who I was sitting next to.
Ah.
So one and one started to make.
You may be in the vicinity of a target.
So I just looked at my friends calmly, and I said, y'all,
Let's move.
no, let's go to the bathroom.
Oh.
The bathroom was like,
Oh.
In the same building.
Just after the. Right.
but it was secure.
Mm.
So, I just shuffled everybody to the bathroom. And I was like, when we get back home, I can see. Don't worry. Just trust me. We need to go back home.
You need to go bathroom now.
Right now.
And it ain't even strange because for some reason women always go to the bathroom together.
Exactly. So it wasn't like
I
it
never
didn't take a
understand-
lot of convincing.
I never understand what began with that, but
The
that's
body
what
system. It's the body system. As
Okay.
in-
In the female bathroom? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That's where you make friends.
Oh, that's what you're
Goodness.
talking about. Okay, continue.
So as soon as we back that little corner there, mayhem as him.
Mayhem.
You know how that
Chaos.
You remember the is the Tasmanian devil?
Mm-hmm.
You know when he roll over something and everybody just tangle up now?
Yeah. That's what going on.
That's how he was looking in there. Mayhem as him.
People
And
need to be aware of the surroundings for real.
trust me, and had I not noticed or been aware or little, one thing about me when I go out, I always looking left, right, front. Like people, I sure people just think something wrong with me, because I always looking around.
Mm-hmm.
And had I not been fully aware, it could have been different.
Yep.
One time, my friend went to a club in St. Kitts, right? And she said she was upset that I was in there because she knows that I know certain things. The same club had a whole stabbing. One door,
Yeah.
no other exit.
Jade, I remember one time I was walking up a street with a friend of mine. And I mean, we knew we was in a rough neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we don't be in the hood all the time. So we walking going and we was actually going to check a girl to Platy here. So we walking going and I see a guy run from one alley, cross the street, run down another alley.
No, that just turned back.
No, but you see, he ain't running fast, Jade.
Oh, okay.
But what happened is there's a particular run when somebody chasing you. There's a particular, it's almost like Snagglepuss used to do it. This kind of your shoulder up to your ears, and you're just kind of running on your tippy toes.
Running from them per se. You're running to put yourself in a better position.
Right.
One of these?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So you're not a run there.
Yeah, man.
So pass us with the run. Automatically, I just put my hand in front of my friend's chest and said, "Don't go nowhere."
Yeah.
I just said stop. And I'm like, what going on? I said, but just stop. About 10 seconds later, here comes a man with a gun passing, running on, just looking left, looking right, looking. And I said, how you know that was going to happen? I say, how you ain't know it was going to happen?
People need to be aware of the
You have to be aware of the surroundings.
You have to listen. I don't know. This is what they need to teach us in school. These are the things that need to be taught in school, because there's so a lot of things that happen and people that get caught up in it off guard, You see all them bottle war on 4th Street and all of these things. I think I never in my life get catching none of
No,
these.
you just see, watch, think, this energy is another thing, energy does shift,
Easily.
People, when people sensitive to energy, there does nothing's happening, Look, the same thing you're saying, Jade, like, I've been in several situations where just like, yo, something ain't feel right. You ain't even got to see something in particular, but something just changed.
The energy in here feel different.
Something just
And I
changed,
feel like I shouldn't be here.
and I shouldn't be here. I've been at events, and I tell my friends, hey guys, I gonna make a move. Like, what happened? But something just ain't feel right. Something just ain't feel right.
It has happened to me.
I leave and then you hear, oh, such and such and this and
Yeah,
that.
I've avoided seeing people being shot, stabbed, all kind of things, because I just know when to leave. And that's another thing,
Just know when to leave.
You have to know when to leave.
You ain't got to always close down the party.
You're not the promoter. Why you want to tell everything done?
Yeah.
Why you want, I mean, and nothing wrong with that because you spend your money. So if you want, get
Maximize, yeah.
But sometimes we just need to know when to leave. As in, that has saved me countless times.
Yeah.
You know, which time I just leave and I hear, oh, shooting here, or man get chopped up here, or this just happened. As you leave.
And ain't necessarily just because you would have been in harm's way, which could definitely have been, but sometimes you just don't want to be witness to certain things.
I don't need these things in my
Protect
spirit.
your peace. Protect your peace.
I see them enough on TV. I don't need them in my spirit as them.
Protect your peace. Protect your peace. I remember even when I travel sometimes, right? I mean, thankfully, most of the times the artists that I travel with, this is another thing, you know. When I travel with acts that aren't from St. Kitts, we go to the venue when it's time for us to perform. When we done perform, we leave.
Indeed.
When I go with St. Kitts acts, they want to go early and they want to stay after. I'd be the one to be like, hey, I going home here. I came here to work. I done work. I going home. I don't understand it. And then they come home and tell me, bye, you know what, bye, I wish I did.
No.
Go home.
Learn to know when it's time to. I've seen somebody I've witnessed a stabbing before. Ain't nice. It's not nice. These ain't things that you need in your spirit, honestly.
Right, watch it, right? The things that with children dealing with right now, ain't cool, eh?
Nope.
Ain't cool at all.
You see the videos of the police trying to stop a fight with
some girls.
Bruh.
I didn't watch, like somebody eyes on the phone and they show me and I was like, oh, schoolgirls fighting a police trying to stop. And I just was like, me didn't want to see it.
Listen, watch you. I know she spirit left and came back. You know what? First I was like, hey, got to that, but no. Sometimes this is what you need for them to understand this is how real life goes.
Oh, I did see that part. And when I saw that part, they were like, bah, and I was like, nope. That was probably necessary.
You see how they're fighting? What y'all want about the choice what she had?
Excuse me, miss.
No, hello. No.
Hello?
Bye. Spear and body slam that. Fight done too. Fight was finished.
Quite effective.
Quite effective. Not saying this is how you handle kids, but sometimes.
No. But you see, when kids ain't behaving like kids, then you have to handle them like kids.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, you have to handle them like kids. It's either that or you just kind of let them do the thing and then clean up the.
Yeah, let them fight it out.
Clean up
they
the
must
wreckage.
get tired.
No, but you see, one of the things to what people don't understand, fights generally ain't sweet if nobody watching them, you know.
You think so?
I'm telling you. I learned that there in high school. There was one particular teacher. Whenever there was a fight, he would bang everybody else around.
How were you here? if you was in,
All the people watching the fight, he ain't studying the people who fighting you.
No, I catch it.
And what would happen is the people the two people who fighting would just stop. Every single time I've seen him do it time and time again.
Me get washed out, I stopping. Why would I continue?
Exactly. So he ain't got to go jump in the fight and risk getting hit or nothing like that. No, you supporting the fight by being here. So the belt swinging randomly.
Random.
If you wasn't here, you wasn't gonna get hit.
Indeed.
So.
Indeed.
Yeah, all these techniques. Yeah, I think we need to take a quick break before we finish up the show.
As in the show finish in 10 minutes time in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do the last one?
Oh yes, let me talk about Scott Peterson.
I know you want to talk about Scott
because
Peterson.
he's terrible. This man, maybe reading the article. This man, right? So Scott Peterson, I think it's 2002. Yes, in 2002, this man called Scott Peterson. His wife went missing, and so did his two kids. His wife was pregnant at the time. So basically, his three kids and his wife went missing, right?
Right.
And this man giving interviews and all kind of things. Oh, he want his wife come home and
miss her.
whoever have his wife and his kids and all. As if this man killed his entire family, right? And buried them on his job site. So he buried his wife. Well, he killed his wife, buried her. Then he drowned his kids in as an oil drum or something.
No, boy.
Yeah. So the police ended up finding
The bodies.
Yeah. Come to. The man.
Because eventually the process was found guilty.
Yes. He actually did all of this because he wanted to be with his girlfriend.
Oh, so the family that he had was preventing him from being with his girlfriend fully.
Apparently.
This is why I tell all your non-traditional relationships are necessary. Yeah? But anyway, go ahead.
But not only that, as them, divorce.
The divorce is a thing too.
It's way easier than killing everybody. Why people like kill people so? Listen, I read and I'm not I'm not being biased or anything. I literally read a story this morning. I was telling you about it.
Yep.
A white man killed his entire family because he got caught making his wife a fake vaccine card.
Yeah.
So he killed everybody over this. It always seems like the reasons for them to kill people is very minimal. It takes nothing.
I mean, it's very difficult for me to find a lot of reasons why it would be like justifiable to kill your entire family.
Yes.
But it seems as though the reasons when you hear it ain't even
Bruh.
they ain't even close to something
There's
that might have been.
little things, as little things, you know.
Yeah.
You want to be with your side woman, okay, cool. You want,
Yeah, there's ways around that.
bruh.
There's ways around that don't involve killing.
A man literally poisoned his child with cyanide because he wanted insurance money. That's where the story of the Candyman came from.
Yeah.
This man went out trick-or-treating with his family, well, his kids and some other kids. And he got these pixie sticks, filled them with cyanide, gave them to the kids, including his own, because he wanted insurance money. Why y'all just do this? I don't understand. I'm baffled.
The world is a messed up place, Jade.
It is quite.
And it's filled with messed up people.
I've noticed. I've noticed.
Jade, the vaccine card thing there just like
It make no sense as him. Bro, the man killed his whole family because he got caught making a fake vaccine card for his wife. So he killed everybody. Why? It's not like he go in jail for years for this, you know. He probably wasn't just got fined. But he killed everybody.
wow. So the update on the Scott Peterson case is that cause he was found guilty before. He had appealed it or something?
Clearly. So he was resentenced to life in prison.
Resentenced. You get life on top of life.
Bruh.
Life
What
on
you-
life on life on life on
But
life.
what you appealing for? What you appealing? They literally catch you. Like sometimes I feel like these
Maybe
people.
no. I think he probably wasn't appealing the verdict. He was probably appealing the sentence.
You see this woman like, you know, you kill everybody but what you don't want to die in jail?
Maybe he could do us 30 years, Jade.
For killing everybody? As in he killed 3.5 people. 3.5 people. But he wants no. Peterson had been sentenced to death. Oh.
Yeah. So
he
yeah.
didn't want to die.
Yeah, that would say he probably was appealing the sentence.
May not understand that. Why you feel like you could kill everybody but you ain't want to die?
I mean, what's the guy do, Jade?
No, if you kill everybody, I feel like if you sentenced to death, you just have to accept it. You just killed 3.5 people. Why do you feel so privileged to life? So why the life what didn't mean anything but yours mean something? You're allowed to kill your whole family, but when they sentence you to death, is no, why y'all doing this? This is against human rights. And so I'm to the human rights.
Good point, Carla. But let me tell you. Watch it, right? Sentences are weird thing. You watch the White Barrick yet?
You what?
White Barrick.
That's the one who get like a lot of years
That's the man who get life
for selling drugs? That's
for having like 8 kilos of drugs.
Then
After he was actually put on to selling drugs by the FBI
yes, I watched this recently. They use the people them child
to buy drugs and sell drugs and then
and then what the man do if it's true
and then lock him up and give him life. The man never kill
America different, you know.
never kill nobody, never had any violence, never charged.
That's the
anything.
one on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
America
But
different.
but I used to hear about White Warwick all the time. Like
They
he's
make
like
the man-
he's like an urban legend.
Bro, they make the man out to be some big kingpin. Eh?
Yeah.
Come to find out, is the FBI used this man
And
was
and
a
the,
child.
and, the, and the local police,
But he was a child.
And not only that, when he was about to be sentenced, they basically coerced him into setting up
Other people.
into setting up a sting for other people, including like top political officials in the city
And then going to send him
and
in jail
police.
for life.
So they, and not only that, hear the joke. He helped to bring down a bunch of corrupt cops, right? All the corrupt cops that he helped to bring down, they don't know to jail, and he in jail.
How would that make sense, Azim? How does that make sense? You used
He was like 14 also,
That's why I keep emphasizing
He was
on
like
this man
14.
this wasn't a big man,
Yeah, he was like 14.
This was a child. Y'all used somebody's child to infiltrate this drug ring, this whole drug setup, including cops and politicians and all kind of people who ain't supposed to be doing these things. Yet y'all gonna punish him the most for doing what y'all tell him to do.
White Barrick, bye.
Vibes.
I say about this White Barrick all the time, like in his rap songs and all kind of thing, and
They
I'm
didn't
like,
appeal.
he actually, they took the life sentence off, but
How nice of
so he's
them.
eligible for parole, but he hasn't been paroled yet.
How nice of them.
Yeah, he's eligible for parole. Crazy, Jade.
Bye.
Teach the man how to sell drugs, and
They
then lock him up
They
for
put
drugs.
this man in this position. This man was chilling in his nice little suburban house.
Yeah, they're selling guns with the father.
Yeah, normal regular things.
Normal regular things in
They
here.
gonna introduce the man to the man wasn't in nothing when the man was selling guns. The man was just selling guns and chilling.
Had the license to sell the guns, everything.
Everything. Oh, I'm gonna put the man into drugs, and then when the man sell drugs, I'll lock him up for life. For 8 kilos, life. How will 8 kilos and life get equivalent?
That's how we used to be. Cause back then, the war on drugs.
I was about
was
to say when Nancy and Ronald Reagan
declared war on drugs. Yeah.
declared war on the things that they put out in the community.
Oh my gosh.
That's vibes. Imagine you do this and make it seem like it's everybody else. So is you the car coming from inside the house, You is the one who put this in the community, No, the people in the community using the tools that you handed to them. Oh, it's the war on drugs. Okay. Alright. Anyway, we're leaving on a sad note. The India defense boss, wife and 11 others were killed in a helicopter crash. Bye. India's defense chief, General Bipin Rawat, his wife and 11 other people have been killed after a military helicopter they were traveling in crashed in the southern state of Tamil Nadu. The Indian Air Force, IAF, has said. The IAF said in a Twitter post that the tragic accident took place near the town of Kunur at noon on Wednesday. The Russian-made Mi-17V5 helicopter was on its way from an Air Force base to the Defense Secretary's Staff College when it crashed. The reason for the crash was not immediately known, and authorities said they have opened an investigation. The Air Force said one officer, Group Captain Varun Singh, survived and is being treated in a military hospital. Reporting from New Delhi, Al Jazeera's Elizabeth Puranam said the trip to the Defense Service Staff College was not supposed to be very long, but this is a very mountainous region with a lot of forests. So sad news there.
Yeah, sad news. Hey, condolences
Boy.
to friends, loved ones, families, and just people of India, really.
This always scare me, Like plane crashes, because you know how I feel about heights. And you literally can't do nothing. You literally, if the plane is crashing, as in we can't do nothing. There's like literally nothing you could do. I can't. What am I gonna do?
But you see the thing for me, Jade, I always do when we have situations like this where there's like a lone survivor, you know how difficult that them gonna be by?
Yes.
Woo!
Survivor's guilt is a real thing,
Survivor's guilt is a real thing.
People literally feel somewhere for surviving horrific accidents, school shootings, all these things, because it's like, why me? That's a difficult place to be in, knowing that you survived something that literally was supposed to kill you. Everybody else around you died, and you survived. Why?
Yeah, I mean, of course, his family would definitely appreciate that he's still here with them, right? And hopefully he has a speedy recovery and all of that. But, I also hope that he finds some peace by, because I know that's difficult.
It must be difficult. Like you just was on a plane with your friends and your family and
Just
your
being
colleagues
just
and
being in a helicopter crash alone is
bruh.
traumatic.
I still can't believe Kobe died in a helicopter crash, you know? Like that still feel like
It feel like a rumor or something, right?
yeah, like that don't feel boy, that don't feel real.
That's one of the days I always remember, you know.
Yep. That's when Michael Jackson died.
When Michael Jackson died, yeah.
The 9/11 Twin Towers.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
What grade you was in when that happened?
I was very young. But I was watching TV and I was like, why are all these things happening? Why these buildings falling?
I was watching the news when the second plane hit the towers, you know. I was down in TDC. Yeah. Remember
How old you was? What?
I was down in TDC. I was in high school.
Oh.
But after that happened, it happened like after lunch. I go back to school. So we done in TDC. I remember basically home and well.
The ones where you used to sell like the
Yeah, the TVs and so used to be done on 4th Street.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Used to be done on 4th Street. All there by where Flo is now.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was TDC. Yeah, we're right down. So you could have entered TDC from like when you're going in Flo now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was in there watching. Can't believe what you're seeing. And then somebody was like, so then you see the plane hit and then people was like, that's a replay?
No.
That's a replay. So people, like first people thought it was a replay and people
Nope.
didn't realize like it's another plane hitting you.
Listen, I've watched document. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta leave. We gotta go.
We gotta disembark, guys.
But I've literally watched documentaries on that, right? And I cannot imagine just, boy, this world been through some things. Me ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
This world has been through some things.
The hearts of men are wicked by. Trust me.
You watch what a movie called? It's a Marvel movie.
A new Marvel movie?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
They were depicted. There's this godlike entity in it. We can't buy. Let me just Google. There's this godlike entity in it, and they basically sent some superhumans on Earth to protect the population so it could grow.
Mm-hmm.
Because he created some things before that, and I was down here eating the population.
Oh, they're eating the population. Okay.
And so because of that,
That there sound like. It say he was in there too. Yeah, I have small world.
I know. But because of that, like, you know, he had to make the superhumans were supposed to protect the world and stuff. Come to find out, the only reason he wanted to protect the world is because he wanted then to this thing supposed to rise out there. I guess this is the rapture. This thing.
But I was about to say, you know, this is the Bible.
Yeah.
This is the Bible.
This thing came out of the middle of the earth. It destroyed the whole world with all the people, and a new world, a new world formed. These things happen because it continues the life of the universe. So by sacrificing the world, the universe continued.
Oh, okay.
What is it called?
Yeah, it sounds like Bible. Cause you know, basically in the Bible, like there's these people who are like children of like angels and humans. So it is.
Oh.
Yeah. They call Nephilim. Like they're giants.
Yes, that's exactly
They
what
were
it was.
giants.
They were
It's a bit. Yeah, so Marvel take a Bible story and
Eternals.
Eternals. Oh,
Watch
somebody
Eternals.
said.
Yes, watch Eternals. Oh, such a good movie, boy. But
Is
that
a
had-
movie or is a
No,
series?
it's a movie, but that had
Okay, I'm
me,
gonna check it
that
out.
had me watching it like,
Okay, I'm gonna check it
I
out.
think y'all trying to tell us something here. But anyway, time to go home.
But yeah, guys, we over time. But we appreciate you guys joining us this morning and just having some conversation. Had a good time today.
Tita man tell me what it is. All I don't watch this movie.
But yeah, you only me want to watch it.
You
Okay.
need to.
Well, I've been so busy. But yeah, guys, whether you join us on Facebook, YouTube, on the web, on the Win Media SKN website, or you listen to us on your radio at 98.9 FM, we appreciate you so much. Thank everybody that comments, everybody that called. Well, even though I call and hang up. Thank everybody that tried to call in.
Yes.
We appreciate you so much. Remember, we're still on mission. Make it to 2022. Right, guys?
Indeed.
We're still on mission. I'm still on the show. You know he know that.
He definitely knows that.
So guys, we're about to leave. We're about to go. We're about to disembark. But remember, we're gonna be here tomorrow. It's gonna be Friday. So make sure you come and join us. We have a special guest.
Yes.
We have a special guest tomorrow.
I don't call him by his rightful name, King Conwis, because he's still a king.
Indeed.
Still a king.
Indeed.
And we're also linking up, you know, with our friends in Antigua. Don't know who we linking up with yet, but I know.
Yeah,
They
that was
always
jiggy.
bring- Yeah,
That
always
was
bring
jiggy.
somebody
That was
for
jiggy.
us.
That was
I
jiggy.
can't. I may worry.
Yeah. But guys, it's been rich. It's been fun. Remember to spend more time living your content than posting it.
Indeed.
And you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys tomorrow.